20 words to master before you get into any financial office or face any transaction. Words and their meaning. Financial terminology. For non-finance professionals, the thought of taking data, forecast, and evaluation can seem daunting, but developing your financial skills so that you have a financial fluency can help you excel professionally and make a greater impact on your company or financial deals. Finance affects every business function. It's what determines the number of employees you can hire and dictates your annual budget. It's what helps balance your short-term expenses with your long-term goals and meaningfully measure your term's performance. Quite frankly, it's what keeps your company afloat. An organization can't operate successfully if it's not financially sound. Financial accounting. Understanding the financial implications of your decisions and clearly communicating those decisions to key stakeholders can help advance your career. But first, you need to grasp the terminology. Here are 20 financial terms and definitions you should know. Financial terms everyone should know. Amortization. Amortization is a method of spreading an intangible asset cost over the course of its useful life. Intangible assets are non-physical assets that are essential to a company, such as trademarks, patents, copyright, or franchise agreements. Assets. Assets are items you own and can provide future benefits to your business, such as cash, inventory, real estate, office equipment, or accounts receivable, which are payments due to company by its customers. There are different types of assets, including current assets, which can be converted to cash within a year, fixed assets, which can immediately be turned into cash but are tangible items that a company owns and uses to generate long-term income. Asset allocation. Asset allocation refers to how you choose to spread your money across different investment types, also known as asset classes. These include bonds. Bonds represent a form of borrowing. When you buy a bond, typically from the government or a corporation, you are essentially lending them money. You receive periodic interest payment and get back the loan amount at the time of the bond's maturity or the defined term at which the bond can be redeemed. Stock. A stock is a share of ownership in a public or private company. When you buy stock in a company, you become a shareholder and can receive dividends if and when they are distributed. Cash and cash equivalents. These refer to any assets in the form of cash or which can be converted to cash easily in the event it's necessary. Balance sheet. A balance sheet is an important financial statement that communicates an organization's worth or book value. The balance sheet includes a tally of the organization's assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity from a given reporting period. The balance sheet equation. Balance sheet equations are arranged according to the following equations. Assets is equals to liability plus owner's equity. Capital gain. A capital gain is an increase in the value of an asset or investment above the price you initially paid for it. If you sell the asset for less than the original purchase price, that would be considered a capital loss. 6 ways understanding finance can help you excel professionally. Capital market. This is a market where buyers and sellers engage in the trade of financial assets, including stocks and bonds. Capital markets feature several participants, including companies, firms that sell stocks and bonds to investors. Institutional investors. Investors who purchase stocks and bonds on behalf of a large capital base. Mutual funds. A mutual fund is an institutional investor that manages the investments of thousands of individuals. Hedge fund. A hedge fund is another type of institutional investor which controls risks through hedging, a process of buying one stock and then shorting a similar stock to make money from the difference in their relative performance. Cash flow. Cash flow refers to the net balance of cash moving in and out of a business at a specific point in time. Cash flow is commonly broken into 3 categories, including operating cash flow, the net cash generated from normal business operations; investing cash flow, the net cash generated from investing activities such as securities, investment, and the purchase or sales of assets. Financing cash flow. The net cash generated financing a business, including debt payment, shareholders' equity, and dividends payment. Cash flow statement. A cash flow statement is a financial statement prepared to provide a detailed analysis of what happens to a company cash during a given period of time. This document shows how the business generated and spent its cash by including an overview of cash flow from operating, investing, and financing activities during the reporting period. Compound interest. This refers to interest on interest. Rather, when you are investing or saving, compound interest is earned on the amount you deposited plus any interest you've accumulated over time. While it can grow your savings, it can also increase your debt. Compound interest is charged on the initial amount you were loaned, as well as the expenses added to your outstanding balance over time. Depreciation. Depreciation represents the decrease in an asset's value. It's a term commonly used in accounting and shows how much of an asset's value a business has used over a period of time. EBITDA, an acronym standing for earning before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. EBITDA is a commonly used measure of a company's ability to generate cash flow. To get EBITDA, you would add net profit, interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization together. Equity. Equity, often called shareholders' equity or owner's equity on a balance sheet, represents the amount of money that belongs to the owners of the business after all assets and liabilities have been accounted for. Using the accounting equation, shareholders' equity can be formed by subtracting total liability from total assets. Income statement. An income statement is a financial statement that summarizes a business income and expenses during a given period of time. An income statement is also sometimes referred to as profit and loss statement. Liabilities. The opposite of assets. Liabilities are what you owe the other parties, such as bank debts, wages, and money due to suppliers, also known as accounts payables. There are different types of liabilities, including current liabilities, also known as short-term liabilities. These are what's due in the next year. Long-term liabilities. These are financial obligations not due over a year that can be paid off over a long period of time. Liquidity. Liquidity describes how quickly your assets can be converted into cash. Because of that, cash is the most liquid asset. The least liquid assets are items like real estate or land, because they can take weeks or months to sell. Net worth. You can calculate the net worth by subtracting what you own, your assets, with what you owe, your liabilities. The remaining number can help you determine the overall state of your financial health. Profit margin. Profit margin is a measure of profitability that's calculated by dividing the net income by revenue, or the net profit by sales. Companies often analyze two types of profit margin. Gross profit margin, which typically applies to a specific product or line items rather than an entire business. Net profit margin, which typically represents the profitability of an entire company. Return on investment, ROI. Return on investment is a simple calculation used to determine the expected return of a project or activity in comparison to the cost of the investment, typically shown as a percentage. This measure is often used to evaluate whether a project will be worthwhile for a business to pursue. Return on investment is calculated using the following equation. ROI is equals to income minus cost. Valuation. Valuation is a process of determining the current worth of an asset, company, or liability. There are a variety of ways you can value a business, but regularly repeating the process is helpful because you are then ready if ever faced with an opportunity to merge or to sell your company, or are trying to seek funding from outside investors. Working capital, also known as net working capital. This is the difference between a company's current asset and current liability. Working capital, the money available for daily operation, can help determine an organization's operational efficiency and short-term financial health. By mastering these basic finance terms, you can not only gain a mere holistic view of your business, but also analyze the performance of your specific team and understand the value and impact of your work on the company. Drop your comments below, it will be helpful. Thanks for watching.